Hey guys, what's up? I'm Christian and welcome to my channel. So it's been about a month since I've probably filmed anything. I actually tried filming last weekend when I was in California, but the footage was kind of like meh, so I decided to scrap that. But now I have a story time for you guys. As you can tell by the title, this story is about the time that I was ripped off on a tattoo. And this happened years ago, 2014. Fast forward to 2018, Guy is a contestant on Ink Masters, so I was like, hey, I guess it's time to tell a story. First, I'm gonna need you to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And second, just keep on watching. The year was 2014. This took place in November. I was 24 years old at this time. I only had maybe like 3 tattoos and they were all small ones. My sister turned 18 that year and I was like, let's get matching tattoos, you know, matching little sisters tattoos. And so we came up with what we wanted. We wanted to get a little Totoro. If you don't know what Totoro is, I will post a little picture right here. Me and my little sister, we grew up watching the movie together. We loved it, so we're like, yeah, this will be a super cute idea. I do a little research on some tattoo artists here in the Phoenix area. At this point in time, I probably didn't know as much as I know now, and I was very naive back then. Young and dumb, as they say. So my friend, she recommended this guy. His name is Don, and I friended him on Facebook. I hit him up in the instant message, and I was like, yeah, this is what I want, me and my sister. Can you do it for us? And he said yes. We agreed on a price, $150 each tattoo, which that is real cheap. Before we continue any further, let me just go ahead and show you the tattoo. It's a lot different than what he did. He only originally did the Totoro and the rose. He didn't do the stuff around it. Like, he didn't tattoo any of that. I make the appointment. It was on a day that I worked, but he said that was cool. We make the appointment for like 6 o'clock or something. And I go pick up my sister. I go to the shop. She goes first. To start with, Totoro is gray. And he said, oh, I can't do it gray because that'll be too dark. So let's do it brown. It'll look good brown. Like, okay, that's fine, I guess. And my sister said that's fine. Honestly, like, looking back on it, I should have never said that's fine because he's not brown. And let me show you like a picture of my sister's, how hers looks like now. Not that cute, and it looks patchy AF. She goes first. He finishes her up, and he's like, hey, it's getting kind of late. The shop's gonna close soon. I only have time to do the outline for you. And I said, okay, that's fine. Let's just do the outline and then I can come back. Does the outline. He finishes the outline. I pay him. Well, here's where I fucked up. Here is where I am a naive, dumb bitch. So I decide that I'm just gonna go ahead and pay him in full for both tattoos. And tip him in advance also. So in total, I gave him like $400. So $300 for the tattoo, $100 for the tip. He's like, cool, just hit me up in like 2 weeks. You can come back and finish it. Time goes by. One day he hits me up at like 2 in the morning. It was just question marks, and I'm like, what's up? And he's like, ever coming back? And I'm like, what kind of tattoo artist hits up their clients at 2 in the morning? That's like fuckboy hour. Like, he was probably drunk or something. So I was like, of course I am. I'm almost all healed. He said, okay, good. And I was like, LOL, it's 2 a.m. What a random time to be thinking about unfinished tattoos. And he's like, haha, tattoos are always on my mind. I was like, you are a true artist. I was with my sister earlier today, and she's almost all healed up too. And he's like, she happy? And I was like, yes, she loves it. He's like, yay. I was like, can't wait for mine to be finished, and then I want to add more stuff to my arm. And I was like, do you work every day? And he said, I'm off Monday and Thursday. And I said, my days off are Sunday and Monday, so maybe next weekend I can come back and you can finish it. He said, okay. So that all took place on the 16th. So come the 21st, I'm like, hey, can you finish me up tomorrow? And he said, let me see. He's like, I'm off work tomorrow. I have Sunday off and I have to work a half day on Monday. And he just said, okay. And then that's it. He never told me when would be a good time, nothing. I hit him up the next day and I was like, hey, did you figure out a time when you can finish up my tattoo? He doesn't respond to me. I hit him up again on the 30th. I'm like, when can you finish my tattoo? And he just replies, hey, sorry. Doesn't say anything else. So I'm like, so, and then nothing. So another week goes by. Now it's the December 7th. And I was like, I want my tattoo finished with like a, you know, a little like, face. And I'm like, when are you available? And he's like, next week. I'm like, what day, time? And that was it. I never heard from him. So I just had this unfinished tattoo. I'll post a picture of it right here. I had my friend, who was his friend, hit him up and be like, hey, when can you finish my homegirl's tattoo? And he's just like, I've just been busy, like she needs to stop tripping, like some bullshit like that. Oh my god, I actually called him. Cause I'm like looking at the Facebook messages, I looked down and it was like trying to video chat him. Like, oops, that was a mistake. Yikes. How awkward, I feel like really awkward now. Like, I'm gonna have a drink really quick. I'm like talking about him, like kind of talking shit, and like it calls him, like, that's my life, awkward as fuck. Basically after that, I was like, you know what, fuck that guy, like I don't even want him to finish my tattoo, like I'm fucking over it, and I'll just have someone else do it. I basically walked around with this unfinished tattoo for 2 years. I did not get it finished until July, or like June or July of 2016. You know, a lot of artists are like picky about that, like not wanting to finish up someone else's work. I looked up different artists like in the Phoenix area, you know, looking at people's work on Instagram, and I found this shop that was actually not that far from where I was living at the time. It was called High Noon Tattoo. I found this guy, Brian, and I just was like, alright, I really like his work, like I'm gonna hit him up and explain my situation and see if he'll finish it for me. So I did that and he was like totally cool. He's like, yeah, like I'll finish for you. That's like fucked up that guy did it to you, like, you know, whatever. Make the appointment and he finishes it, and he actually has to like fix some of it. So let me explain to you like what got fucked up. The tattoo, like I mentioned, was just the Tortoro guy and just this, and there was like the little like dust bunnies that were like around him, like in these little black areas. There were like these little circle dust bunnies. If you're familiar with Tortoro, like that is from the movie. So all those little dust bunnies, like I'll just post a picture of what one looks like for real right here. They turned into blobs. Like it did not heal good, like mice. Like if you feel this tattoo, there's texture to it, like, because his work like raised up and the ink spread on those little like dust bunnies. They just looked like little blobs. So Brian fixed it. He was just like, we're gonna have to cover those up. He covered those up with the black. And if you look in this little leaf right here, you can actually like, you could see one little guy left, and you could see like how it's not like clear. And they just like, it looks like a little blob. He fixed that, he colored all this in, and he added these little flowers on the side. He really saved this tattoo because I think it looks great now. My sister's like, her like dude is brown, it's like kind of patchy, like definitely needs a touch up, and like, you know, mine, I'm sorry sister, but mine looks better. She actually said she wants to like cover it up or do something different with it, which I don't blame her because the whole experience was kind of ruined. Like it was supposed to be this moment for her and I, you know, little sister bonding, and you know, Don just fucked me over and kind of ruined the moment. In the end, I actually am glad that I went to someone else to have it finished because I feel like it looks so much better than what, you know, if I would have had him done it. Honestly, if like, I probably would have just covered it up or would have had someone revised it if Don would have done it. Fast forward to now. I actually am planning on getting some more work done to my arm here. So I hit up this girl Caitlin, and her work's amazing. I'll post Brian and Caitlin's Instagrams. I hit up this girl Caitlin. I went to her shop and planned a tattoo that I want to get. I put down a deposit and I was like, hey, can you like text me or like write me out a receipt, you know, just so like to verify it. You know, it's nothing against you, but I've been burned before. So she was just like, oh yeah, absolutely. like, that's not a problem at all. And she's just like, well, what happened? So I explained the story. She's just like, oh, I know that guy. We don't get along. Like, I'm not surprised that he did that to you. You know, I was talking to her and she was just like, actually, that guy is gonna be on Ink Masters. And I was like, what? So first of all, I text my sister. I'm like, oh my God, guess what? I go home and I search for the episode on YouTube, and lo and behold, of course, I find it. And of course, he totally played up this douchey character on the show, which is fine. You know, I think he played it up more just for the show. He wanted to be the bad guy, which is cool. And I actually do like the tattoo that he did on the episode. I don't know if he won, because the show cuts off like before it says who the winner is. So I don't know what happened with that. I like wrote a comment on it and I'm like, hey, who wants me to do a story time about how this guy, Don, ripped me off? Probably like 2 weeks after I posted that comment, some lady commented on my post and was just like, oh, I bet you're just lying. And I'm like, why would I lie? Like, this is exactly what happened. She's just like, I bet you're not saying all the details. Like, and it's like, bitch, like, what are you doing? Sucking his dick? Like, why are you so like pro him? Like, we're going back and forth, and then I'm at work actually during this time. I'm doing like the closing shift, so it's like 7 o'clock or something. My sister hits me up and she's just like, hey, like, what's going on? Like, Don just texted me. I was like, tell him that if he has any issues to fucking bring it up to me. And she's just like, okay. So then my phone goes off, and lo and behold, it's Don. And he said, hello there. And I'm like, well, look what the YouTube comment dragged in. And he's like, it wasn't the comment, it was the bad review, which I don't leave any reviews anywhere, so I don't know, but it had to be the comment. He's like, what's going on? I'm like, I didn't leave any bad reviews anywhere. I left a comment on your Ink Masters video. I came across the video and I was like, wow, here's the guy I paid in full for a tattoo that was never finished. And he's like, would you explain to me what happened? Was there a reason I did not finish it? Because honestly, I don't remember, and things have changed quite a bit and I've matured. I was like, well, it was almost 4 years ago. You were doing matching tattoos on me and my sister. You finished hers, but not mine. He's like, why did I not finish yours? I don't remember. And I said, the messages are above, because literally you could scroll up and it's like all the messages are there when we discussed the tattoo, which I hit him up multiple times to get it finished. You kept blowing me off. Finally, I was like, fuck it, I'm not gonna beg him. I walked around 2 years with this shit unfinished, and I had to go somewhere else and get it done. And he's just like, I apologize. I honestly don't remember. Something must have happened, or I was just being stupid. What did I charge you for the tattoo? So I tell him. He's just like, well, if you would like, you can come down to my shop this week and I will refund you 50%. I have grown much more mentally, physically, and skill-wise. I'm like, well, it's been 4 years and I hope you've grown since then. Because, you know, I'm a different person from then. I'm a lot, you know, smarter. I'm not as naive as I was before. People could be shitheads years ago, but you could always grow to be a better person, and I'm gonna give him, you know, the benefit of the doubt there. Like, I hope that he has become a better person and that his skill has improved, you know, everything. I hope positive things for him, because you can become better after doing shitty things. And I'm like, well, if you're really gonna come refund me, like, cool, like, I'll come see you. So we set up a time. I hit him up that day that I'm gonna go. It was like a few days later. I'm like, hey, like, I'll come by. He said that he's probably not gonna be there, but he'll leave the money there. So he wasn't there when I got there, so I never actually met with him in person. One of his colleagues or someone else at the shop just gave me the money. They gave me 75 bucks, and I'm like, wow, like, never even thought I was gonna get that. So I was happy with it. So I am happy that he kind of did redeem himself. You know, it kind of is like the power of social media, guys. Because if I would have never left that comment, I would have never, you know, nothing would have ever happened. I would have just been screwed and been, you know, a little salty. But it's whatever now. I do wish him the best. I took the money that he gave me and I'm putting it towards the next tattoo that I'm getting here from Caitlin. That is all I have about that story. Actually, I just got a message. I wonder if it's Dog. Oh, yep, it is. He said, are you okay? I'm like, sorry. That was an accident. Don't send him any hate. Like, if you see this video, like, Everything is fine. I have no ill feelings towards him. You know, good luck to him. Good luck to him. If you guys want me to do a little like tattoo diaries video and I can go over everything that I have, I'll do it like, you know, after I get my other piece, so you know I have another thing to talk about. Anyway, that's it guys. Subscribe to my channel. Let me know what you want to see next from me. I know we did a little something different from the beauty shit, but I'm gonna get back to it because you know I'm a beautiful bitch. But yeah, subscribe to my channel. I will see you guys on the next video. Bye!